$72,000 in 1 week from a product that he never had to touch. Made on Demand Metal has made it incredibly easy to get started in the print on demand industry. All you have to do is run ads, get the sales, and you will get the profit off the top. Not only does Made on Demand Metal Art blow t-shirts out of the water, the profits are insane and you don't even have to design them to get started. If you've not started in print on demand, you don't even need a Shopify store for this stuff. It is simple. In this video, I'm going to take you through the stages of getting started with Made on Demand Metal Art, from starting without a Shopify store right through to designing your own metal art. So let's get into it. Now, first up, what you want to do is get a domain name. The provider that I use all the time is Namecheap. I'll link to them in the description below. These guys are pretty cheap. They also are very responsive on chat, which is super important because sometimes, for whatever reason, your website goes down. You want to have somebody in your court helping you out. So these guys are fantastic. So if you just come over here, type in your domain name, and then obviously having honey on there helps as well because you get discounts. So keep an eye out for that. Right, so the first tip on your domain name is you want to keep it short. There is nothing worse than having to type out a 50-character domain name every time you're putting in your address into your Facebook ads, into your profile, into your ads. It's a nightmare. Even with email addresses, it drives me insane. Sometimes mine just get a bit too long and I'm like, should have taken my advice. Second tip is don't overthink it. Use 2 words that are seemingly relevant to your niche. So if you're targeting bikers, a good one could be gas and sunsets. 2 words together, 2 short words together, and away you go. Come over here, type it in, and see what happens. Next up, you're going to want to get a Shine On account. These guys are the ones that cut the metal, powder coat it, and ship it on your behalf, and you get to keep the profit off the top. Once you've got your Shine On account, make sure you get your domain name verified with it, because effectively that domain name is what drives your traffic to their platform. So it's your name, Gas and Sunsets, selling on their platform. So here's mine. What we're going to do is once we've got that, the next step is super easy. We just want to go to create new product, select the metal art. Metal art's great because you're making up to $100 plus per sale. This is by far the easiest way to get started in the industry in print on demand in 2022. And the best part is the profits are freaking insane. Blows t-shirts out of the water. So come through here. What you want to do is just select one. If you're going to make it a bit of a process, you're going to follow a system, publish all of them to your store. And then one by one, as you've got the budget to allow for ad testing on Facebook or TikTok, publish them and then run ads to them on Facebook or TikTok. So what we want to do, so what's this? Tree of Life. Let's go personalized. Tree of Life metal wall art. You can play around with that price, but straight up you can see this here, you know, you're making $45 plus per sale. Public maths is not a strong suit of mine, so that may be wrong, but just have a look through that. And then the URL is going to be effectively what you just typed in as your title. And then down here, what you want to do is put your Facebook pixel in. Of course, when you've got that domain verified on your Shine On account, that's going to be sorted. And then next, you're going to select your niche. So this one is sort of, it's obviously family. So let's see what niche we've got here. The biggest one, I reckon, is going to be gift for wife or gift for mum or wife. They're both really big niches, or other. Let's go other. Then go publish product. And that's it. You don't even have to design this. So you can see here, I've done a couple already. I've published them to my store. Now we just got to wait until that other one comes through. And then we're going to grab the creative, the link, and then we're going to advertise it on Facebook. So whilst you wait for that, you should go over to Facebook, set up a Facebook page. It's not hard. Just go through the process. If you go to your profile on Facebook, just click the down arrow. It looks a bit like this one in the top right, and it'll give you a ton of different options of what you can create. Groups, pages, etc. So just create a page, go through that process, super simple. So once you've done your Facebook page, the next thing you're going to want to do is connect it to an ad account. So you go to business.facebook.com and go through that onboarding process, getting your ad account set up, etc., etc. There's tons of videos out there on how to do this. Again, it's not too difficult. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Do not let this be overwhelming. It is quite simple. So once we've done all that, we want to come back into Shine On, and right here you can see that eyeball and we can see it published on our store. So my store here is giftopia.co. Yours will be gasandsunsets.com or whatever you purchased. And in here we can see our creatives. Now what you want to do is take the one that shows it in situation Save it because we're going to be using that in our ad, and then we want to take this part of our URL and use that as the driver of our audience on Facebook. Effectively, your customers come to this page, they're going to put in their text all through here. They're going to put in their text through here, process the transaction on the Shine On platform, obviously on your domain name. And the way it works is it's just Shine On behind the scenes, allowing you to do this. It is so simple. You do not have to have a Shopify store. It's all pre-built, ready to go. You sell this stuff by running your Facebook and TikTok ads, and then you get paid the commission off the top after you've sold it. There's no customer service. You do not need to worry about anything apart from advertising. When I first started in print on demand, I had to come up with the designs, still do, and that's the next step. But then with this comes along Metal, already pre-made designs, and you just run the ad. So it's super, super simple. So step 2 of this, once you've graduated from running these particular products, then we can get into a much bigger catalog of metal art designs. And the way we do that is we want to create our Shopify store. So again, I'll link to it in the description below. I think there's a 14-day free trial. But from there, once you've got that created, we need to install My Easy Monogram. All right, so My Easy Monogram has been added, and now we can have a look at what they've got in their catalog. And there's tons of stuff. These guys are absolutely amazing. Again, I'm going to link to My Easy Monogram in the description below. There's 10% off for your first month of running with them. But what you do in here is you go and have a look at what products they have, and you can see there is tons in here that we can publish straight to our store and immediately run ads to. This is a great way of populating your Shopify store so it looks like you've been around for eons, but there's some fantastic pieces in here that you should be running ads to. Now, gas and sunsets, that's obviously to bikers or an engine related niche. Then what I would do is come in here and find items that match that niche and just publish them to my store. Once you've done that, it's time to get up to stage 3, and that's creating your own metal art. And this is where the big money is going to be made this year. I believe there'll be several $million stores created from made-on-demand metal art this year. So get in there, could be you. Again, with your Shopify store, go to customize your store, and you can download T-Launch through the link in here. If you want to learn how to create your metal art, make sure you watch this video because I take you through the different things that you need to think about when you are creating it and how to actually shortcut the design process. Guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you got any value out of that at all, make sure you like, subscribe, ring that notification bell. I live and breathe this stuff. I love print on demand, and I want to share my knowledge with you. I'll see you in the next one.